There we go. Can you hear me now? Yes. I clicked and put add. Oh, you can hear me now. Good. Sorry, guys. All right. So, how's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? I figured we might be able to talk about some phobias today. How's that sound? And I knew I wasn't going to be able to pronounce the names, so I think I've learned how to share my screen. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do before I share my screen is just read a little bit about what the difference is between fears and phobias. Because every fear that we have is not necessarily a phobia. So it says the difference between fear and a phobia lies in the normality of fear versus the abnormal features of a phobia. So phobias are characterized by persistent fear despite being presented with evidence that the fear is unfounded. Exposure elicits intense fear and anxiety, sometimes even a panic attack. Irrational and unreasonable fears are phobias. And the affected individual recognizes that the fear is unfounded and excessive, except in young children, of course. And then you have a powerlessness to control the intense fear. So basically, when a fear turns into a phobia, it's when it's irrational and you know it's irrational, but you can't stop it from happening. So when I say I have a phobia of mice, I fit every single category in that list that I just listed there. I know it's irrational. I know it's unreasonable. I know that, 9 out of 10 times they're more scared of me than I am of them. They're going to run away. They're not going to come and attack me. But I still can't stop myself from having that panic. I can't even see a mouse on television. I can't see a picture of one. I can't see one, period. Or I have chest pains, a whole panic attack situation. Hush. So there are normal phobias. Well, I'm not going to say normal. There are the more common phobias, that we all know. Fear of heights, spiders, mice, snakes, things like that. And then there are some more rare phobias. So that's the ones that we're going to go over today. I've got a list of 20. The names are really, really hard to pronounce, so that's why I had to figure out a way to share my screen. Because what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys a list of. Would it be better? I'm going to get some suggestions here. I have one document that has the list of the names of the phobias, And then I have one document that has the list of the meanings, like um, beards, mirrors, opening your eyes, what the phobia is of. Would it be better for me to show you the names of the phobias and then you guess what the fear is? Or do you want to see what the fears are and guess which phobia it is? Which way do you think it would work better? Okay, so show you the fears and guess which phobia it is. Okay, that's going to work better anyway, the way I have it listed, because I have the fears numbered. So what I'll do is I'm going to give you the phobia meaning, and then I'm going to show you the list of the phobias that you have to choose from, and you tell me which number you think it is. That'll work. That'll work very good. All right. So give me just a second here to get my screen share going. I'm hoping that I'll still be able to see the chat. It looks like I will. Maybe if I do it like this. Okay, can y'all see that? Can you see the list of the phobias? Give me just a second. So I just realized when I pull up the answers, you're going to be able to see it when I do it that way. So give me just a second. I'm going to write down uh, the answers here. That way I have it. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second here. I should have thought about that. If I pull it up to look at the answer, you're going to be able to see it. So. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen again. And I saw that somebody said they couldn't see it from their phone. So hopefully I can get this fixed to where you guys can see it. Okay, so it does it just need to be bigger, or are you all able to see it now? Okay. Yeah, are you all able to see this list, or do I need to make the font bigger? What do I need to do? Okay. Is that bad? Is that getting better? How's that, guys? Somebody tell me how that looks. You still can't read the big words. See, that's my problem. I can't pronounce them. That's why I need to do it this way so you guys can see it. Can you see it good enough to see what the word is? I'm also going to have to do it. Hey, Jimbo. I'm trying to get these words big enough for everybody to see them here. All right. Can you guys see the two lists? October baby, does it look better now on your phone? Yeah, so what we're going to do, Jimbo, is we're going to take this list and like number one, and then you're going to pick out of this list what you think it means. You still can't see them? You can't see either one of them, October baby? I think that's about as big as I'm going to be able to get it. Let's see if I can get it any bigger. Okay, how about now? That's absolutely the biggest that I'm going to be able to get it. Okay. Okay, so the first one here I have it highlighted, a blutophobia, or it's which one do you guys think a blutophobia would be out of this list? This one is peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. I couldn't get it all in there, but that's what that says. So a blutophobia. Which one do you think that is? Let's see who can get it first. Okay, so Alicia says balloons. Nope. Sorry, Alicia. It's not balloons. Leslie got it. How'd you know that, Leslie? It's the fear of bathing. Can you believe that there is a fear of bathing? Don't be going to Google, y'all. So when we get one right, I'll take it out of the list so we don't get confused. Here's the second one here. I'm not even going to try to read that one. What do we think this second one is, guys? String? Nope, it's not string. I think there's a lag in Streamer. Let me go to. I'm going to open my YouTube on my phone so I can see your answers faster. Oh, it is hard to see on the phone, isn't it, guys? I'm sorry. Hands? Nope, it's not hands. Oh no. Sorry, guys. Can I spell the word? It is ARACHI like boy, UTYRO, and then phobia. PHOBI. Oh man. If I click to put it in chat, it takes the list away. Let me see if I can chat it on my phone. Hold on. Just a second. ARACHI. I wonder if it would work better. Let's try this. If I just put this. And then I can type the word in the chat. Nope, spiders is not one of the options, but it's not spiders. Once we get a couple more of these out, I can zoom it in a little bit more. Let's see. Yep, it is peanut butter. That is correct. That one was peanut butter. So I can take that one out. And then I'll help you all be able to see it. So let me get the next one in chat here. Okay, so that's the next word. I feel like you'll get this one pretty fast. Yep, you're right, Alicia. Math or numbers. That's correct. All right. Get the next one in chat here. I think we all have it a little bit, Alicia. For real. All right, so that's the next one there. Hopefully the list is getting clearer for you guys. I know when I look at it on my phone, it's a little bit clearer. No, Lane, it's not broken bones. It has to be something out of this list right here. If you're still having trouble seeing it, I'm sorry. It's about as big as I can get it until we delete a couple more. We've got opening your eyes, beards, mirrors, belly buttons, adolescence, clothing, newspapers, hair, dining with others, money, string, hands, being without your mobile phone, the number 8, long words, balloons, or the color yellow. Jimbo was in here bragging that he knew several of these, and now where's he at? He's left us. Yes, Alicia, it's hands. Hands, that's what it is. Good job, good job. I think Alicia's in the lead, guys. I'm not taking score, but I'm pretty sure she's in the lead. You guys need to step it up. See, there, I got it bigger for you. All right, let me get the next word here. All right, there's the next word. That's what I just noticed when I was typing it in, Alicia, that it was Chloe Phobia. But no, sadly, that's not the answer. The word is in chat, Jimbo. Look at my last chat there. It's Chloe phobia. Nope, it's not adolescence, Alicia. Good try though. Yep, Jimbo got it. I think Jimbo's cheating. Jimbo, we don't allow Google in here. All right, let me get the next word. Jimbo got it. It was newspaper. Yeah, I'm not doing easy ones like arachnophobia. The next one is globophobia. What is globophobia? Alicia got it. Alicia's on the ball today. All right, let me get the next word here. Oh, well, good job, October, baby. Yeah, Jimbo, sure you did. Sure you did. Okay, let's get the next one. This is a pretty weird one, if I must say. I still think Jimbo's Googling. He don't play fair. What is um, omphallophobia? Fear of omphalupus, maybe. Okay, Lisa. Now I'm gonna start accusing you of Googling because belly buttons is correct. Belly buttons was correct. So let's get the next word. Number 8. Whoops. Wrong chat. Wrong. Okay. Well, this next one, I don't know how you could use the word association with it, but there it is. Plutophobia. Plutophobia. Jimbo got it. Too quick. Photophobia is the fear of money. Okay, thank you, Liberator. All right, let's get to the next one here. Number 9. Xanthophobia. Nope, not mirrors. Not mirrors. Xanthophobia. Nope, not long words. Come on, guys, just give it a guess. Even if you don't know, just give it a guess. Nope, it's not hair or string. Not beards. Not being without your phone. Nope. Alicia got it. It's the fear of the color yellow. Fear of the color yellow. This one is nomophobia. Nomophobia. Nope, not adolescents. Bye, Lost Souls. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Nope, not opening your eyes either. I love you too, Lost Souls. You have a good day. That's good reasoning, Alicia, but it's not that one either. Come on, guys. We need other people guessing. Alicia's going to sweep the board. Nope, not clothing. Yep, the Stan got it. Jimbo got it. Being without your phone. No mo phone means no mo phobia. Now this one should be pretty easy for you. Yep, the number 8, octophobia. Fear of the number 8. This next one's almost the same word. It's optophobia. What do we think optophobia would be? Yep, good job, Lane. The fear of opening your eyes. Wouldn't that be a phobia to have? Oh my goodness, could you imagine having a phobia of opening your eyes? That would be horrible to have to live with. All right, let me get the next one here. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Maybe I can just do it this way. All right, can y'all see that top word, the number 13? That's the next one, number 13. All right, we'll do it this way. Yep, Alicia got it. Long words. Is that ironic or what? It's the longest word, and they have to make it the name of the phobia. So then people that have it have to go around telling people they have that, and it's the longest word ever. All right, so I'll type the next one. Let's see. Yeah, what a way to do somebody when the doctors or whoever, scientists or whoever it is, named the phobias. They would do that to people that have that phobia and name it the longest word ever. It's just a cruel joke. So I'll put the next one in chat. Nope, it's not dining with others. Nope, not string either. Come on, guys. Anybody else got a guess? Got 5 people in here. Somebody else can guess. Yeah, one of these days it'll be string, I promise. I didn't put any of these on here to fool you guys, but I could have done that. Put in some decoys. That would have been mean. But they're all on here. I was hoping I'd have more people in here, maybe because I changed the time. I don't know. I'll try not to do that anymore, guys. I'm so sorry. I was out. I ended up getting home in time, but I didn't know for sure if I would or not. Nope, Lane, it's not hair. Yeah, I was out and I didn't know if I would make it home in time to do the 305, so that's why I pushed it back. And I'm afraid I lost some of my viewers because of that. If you guys are bored with this game, we can just talk if you want. If anybody wants to come up on panel and talk. Nope, Alicia, it's not beards. It's either mirrors, adolescence, or clothing. It's one of those three. Mirrors, adolescence, or clothing. You can get it out of those three. Yep, Alicia, it's adolescence. That's what it is, adolescence. Hmm. I'm pretty sure your first guess on this one is not going to be right, but I think your second guess may be right. Linen, exactly, Alicia. I knew that was going to be your first guess. Nope, it's not clothing, but I think your second guess will probably be right. String, finally. Yep, it's finally got your string. Alicia finally found the string. All right, we just got a few more here, guys. Let's see what the next one is. Pogo. No phobia. Pogo no phobia. Hey, look, Alaska Bush Mom. If you scroll up and look at my last chat, or no, it hasn't even come through yet. Right there. Pogo no. It's supposed to say phobia. Pogo no phobia. We're guessing what that means. Out of this list right here. It's not hair, Alicia. I almost gave you a hint, but we're too close to the end for hints. So, nope, it's not hair. Not dining with others. So it's either beards, mirrors, or clothing. Nope, not mirrors. It's one of those two. Beards or clothing, Alicia. One of those two. Yep, it's beards. That one was beards. Here's the next one. Chatophobia. Nope, not dining out. Come on, guys, throw some guesses up there. There's only four choices, and one of them's already been ruled out. Not clothing. So that's two ruled out. We've got mirrors or hair. Hair. Lane got it. It was hair. All right. So next one. I can't even believe this one is real. I think you're going to get it pretty easily. Vistophobia. Vistophobia. Yep, Lane got it. Now that one was a little too on the nose. All right, two more here. Isotrophobia. Isotrophobia. Nope. Hair's already gone, Lane. We got mirrors or dining with others. No, no. Wrong answer, Alicia. It's mirrors. And then just for fun, I'll tell you what dining with others was. All right. So that one, that last one there was dining with others. Deep, deepnophobia. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now. Or maybe I could keep sharing just for a second while we discuss these. Um, so had anybody heard of anybody having any of these or know of any? Does anybody know anybody that has any severe phobias or rare phobias or anything like that? It's so hard to be able to see these things on phones. So like I said earlier when we first started, difference between a fear and a phobia is, fears are rational. Like, if there's a man trying to beat down your door with weapons and you're afraid, that's a rational fear. If, you know, there's a shirt laying over there and it happens to be the color yellow and you're freaked out beyond compare, that's a phobia, because that's an irrational fear. So that's what differentiates a fear versus a phobia. A fear is irrational. And most of the time, it's irrational, but you can't control it. Um, do any of you, okay, Alicia says she's afraid of being eaten alive at zoos. But does it prevent you from being able to go to the zoo? Is it that severe? Or is it just something that's in the back of your mind while you're there? You have a phobia of Ernie because he's a lightning tiger. Well, it's not always a bad thing to have a phobia of Ernie. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these. Imagine, you know. Let me take a look at them here. I mean, imagine being severely. Imagine having a phobia of hands. You have hands, and you have to use your hands daily. I mean, hourly. Um, a lot of these, like the fear of money, I guess now with all the debit cards, it wouldn't be as hard. But imagine years ago when they didn't have the debit cards and virtual banks and things like that, that would be horrible to have a fear of money. You couldn't pay your bills, you couldn't do anything. That would be horrible. Yeah, Alicia, for real. And for some reason, it was specifically the color yellow. In every list I looked at, I didn't find one, and I'm not saying there's not one, but in the list that I looked at, I didn't find one for any other color but specifically yellow. And that's odd to me. It just makes me wonder why yellow in specific, you know. And I think a lot of teenagers have the fear of being without your mobile phone. I think a lot of our kids these days are growing up with that one. Because I've seen my kids freak out when they couldn't find their phone. I think we all have. Hi, Tian. How are you? Hi, Andrew says. We're discussing phobias and rare phobias or just anything to do with phobias. Do you guys have any phobias? Not a fear, but an irrational fear, which is what makes it a phobia. Like, I have a phobia of mice. Like, I will have I feel like I'm having a heart attack if I see one. Like, it can be alive, it can be dead, it can be on TV, it can be a picture in a book. It doesn't matter where I see it. I mean, I have serious heart pain, chest pains when I see it. Um, and it's completely irrational, especially if it's dead or on television or in a book. I mean, I know it can't get to me, but I can't stop that fear. I can't make it go away. So that's how I came to realize that it was a phobia. I'm not just scared of them. I have a phobia. Yeah, there's probably some kind of phobia in there somewhere, Alicia. The fear of having someone touch a specific body part or something. They probably have a named phobia for that. Because that's irrational fear. You know it's not going to physically harm you, but you panic and freak out about it. So there's probably a phobia in there somewhere. So Andrew, are you terrified to the point where you can't even see one on television or a picture of one, or is it just overly terrified when you actually see one in person? Oh, you dream about them. Okay, so even if it's behind glass, it still freaks you out. Yeah, my mom's the same way with snakes. Like she don't want to look at them in a cage, in an aquarium, anything. Your grandson is scared of anything with feathers. Is he old enough to rationalize whether the fear is founded or unfounded? How old is your grandson, Lane? Oh yeah, I used to have those thoughts, Alicia. Like, what if it comes up through the hole while I'm sitting there? I've had those thoughts myself, not in a very long time, but I have. But my mouse phobia is so bad that like I can't let my feet hang over the side of the bed or anything like that. Even though I've never seen a mouse in my house, it's just the thought that my foot's dangling there. One might, I don't know, might get it. I don't know. And they say most phobias come from childhood. Something that happened during your childhood. Um, and it may be true in my case when I was very very young, like under the age of 5 or 6. We lived in this old farmhouse up in Ohio, and it was Ohio's full of fields, soybean fields and things like that. So there's a lot of field mice up there, and we lived in this old 2-story farmhouse on the edge of a field, and we would get a lot of field mice, and I think that's what started my phobia when I was really young. Yeah, I can watch Tom and Jerry. The cartoon version, really, it's not quite that bad. Um, but if it's a real one on television, I can't do that. My kids, they don't understand that physically, I have physical effects from it. They think that it's just funny that mom's scared of mice. So they'll pull them up, on their phone. They'll be like, look at this picture, mom. And I'll look, and that's what it'll be. And they just think it's funny, but they don't understand that, like, mom's going to have a heart attack one of these days if you don't quit. I mean, that's how I feel anyway. I do. I have physical chest pains when I see a mouse. I just, oh my goodness. Are you just terrified of them, MC, when you actually see them? Or are you terrified, period? Like, even if you saw a dead one, would you be freaked out or would you be okay because it's dead? Because I think that's one thing that separates my fear is I'm not just afraid of live ones. I mean, I'm afraid of dead ones, pictures of mice, anything, anything. Like if I knew there was a dead mouse on my front porch, I would not go out my front door until somebody removed it. Period. No, I don't use the sticky traps. Those freak me out because they start squeaking and stuff. I mean, it may be inhumane or whatever, but I use the old fashioned traps with the metal clip. That's what I use. See, the way I always, everybody always brings up snakes when I talk about my fear of mice, but the way I'd say it is I'd rather see a 10-foot snake in my house than a little baby mouse. And that's the truth. Because a snake, for the most part, is going to move slow. So you can track a snake. Where's it going? What's it doing? You know, you can kind of track its path, until you can remove it or get somebody to remove it. Now, if one was coming at me, yes, I would be scared of a snake too. But if I was just standing back, kind of keeping an eye on it until somebody came to remove it, I would be okay with that. But a mouse, they're fast, and once they're gone, you don't know where they went, and you don't know where they're coming back out of, and that's I don't know. I think that's one of the parts that freaks me out. And me and Ernie were talking about it, and I think it does have something to do with the tails, because like I can handle guinea pigs, I can handle hamsters, I can handle things like that, but they don't have tails. But for some reason, I don't know what it is about a mouse. I don't know why a mouse is different. The only difference I can think of is the tail. Um, but it's not all small furry creatures. Because, like I said, I can handle a hamster or a guinea pig or something like that, but not a mouse. Hey, Sarah, ain't no fear. Oh, you're scared of tunnels, October baby? Yeah, I've seen people like that before in bridges. Seen people that were really, really scared to go over bridges. I mean, they would do it, but they were like hold their breath as they went over. No, Ernie's not afraid of mice, but me and him were discussing my fear of mice one day. He thinks it's funny too. He doesn't understand that he's like, I'm gonna go buy one at a pet store and we can do exposure therapy. And I was like, no, no, thank you. No, I'll just keep my avoidance therapy. How about that? I'm almost 40 years old. I don't need exposure therapy. Oh, maybe that's why my numbers are low. Somebody else live at the same time as I am. like I've made it. Now I've got the sex bots coming in on me. Ain't that how you know you've made it on YouTube when you start getting the sex bot? I made you a mod, Alicia, since Jimbo's not in here right now. He said BRB. Um, so I went ahead and made you a mod, Alicia. Well, thank you. I appreciate you staying here with me. I don't know where Mama T's at. Maybe she's over there. I don't know if she goes in there or not. I mean, I can wrap it up if you guys want to go over there. I mean, it's not a big deal to me. We're just kind of chatting. Oh, Mama T's sick. Oh, I hate to hear that. I'll be praying for her. I made the big times. The sex bots are coming in my chat. Oh, goodness. I haven't had any trolls yet, though. So maybe I haven't made it quite yet. I made a banner and I put, oh, there we go. Oh, no. Bots are back. Yeah, Tian, I would love that. I can give you my email here. Let me put my email in chat, and you can email me. And yeah, I'd love to be able to talk to you. I'll put my email in there if you want to email me, and then I can give you my information for Messenger or whatever. That'd be great. Does anybody have anything that they want to talk about? Anything they want to get off their chest? Any burning desires? We can talk about anything. It doesn't really have to be about phobias. We kind of got through that one. You know, a lady who will only eat off plastic wrapped utensils. Wow, is it a germ thing? Is she afraid of germs if the utensils have been left out in the air? Yeah, I really hate to see the lab leaving too. I think I'm thinking that he may be going to go the podcast route and just do the audio part. That's what I'm thinking he's going to do. I'm not sure. And what about plates and cups, October baby? I have a lot of questions about this lady. Is it only the utensils, or do you know what her reasoning is? Yeah, prayers for you, Tien, also. Thank you. When were you diagnosed, Tien, if you don't mind me asking? Was it recent? I like the lab too, Sarah. October 2019. Yeah, I was just recently diagnosed. I just got my official cancer diagnosis April 4th. Look, Jimbo, I got 6 spots. That means I've made it. Lane says that means I've made it. Yeah, they just keep coming and coming. Is that an actual physical person that does that, or is it just a bot? Does anybody know for sure? Yeah, I had to give Alicia a wrench because you stepped away and you were my only wrench. Yeah, for real. You think YouTube could differentiate that kind of stuff and do something about it? Andrew says it's Benny. I don't know. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm gonna go turn my air conditioner off. I am freezing. Okay, I'm back. You've been working on a few things today. You gonna give us any hints? Just leave us wondering. No, the only way to get a wrench is to be a mod. Unless you just put a little picture of one beside your name like Sarah does. Hush. I'm so excited for the show September 24th. You guys don't even know. I am so, so excited. And I'm so glad that not really any of our problem childs live close enough to have to worry about them, I don't think. Oh, what kind of dog? Her mom was a Australian Shepherd, um, but she looks more like a Jack Russell, so I'm not really 100% sure what her dad was. Um, but she's tall and skinny and jumps really high like a Jack Russell. And she likes to bark. A miniature Australian Shepherd. She didn't get much of the Australian Shepherd part. She's short haired. She's got a long snout and she's got long, skinny legs. And then I've got a more quiet one over here. He's a pit bull beagle mix. Australian Shepherds are beautiful, and she had a litter of puppies that they all looked Australian Shepherd. They had the longer hair, the blue eyes. They were beautiful. I wish I could have kept one or two of them, but at that time I was renting and I couldn't keep any more dogs, so we had to get rid of all of them. But the one I've got, she didn't get much of that. I'll have to get some good pictures of them and let Jimbo share them on pet night next time we do that. I didn't see the video. I know Jimbo asked way up here if we saw Sugar Pie's new video. I haven't seen it, but I did see the part of her video where she was showing the puppy and stuff. But I haven't watched Sugar Pie's new video yet. Yeah, TN, my last chemo treatment got me good too. It was the worst one yet. It was my third treatment, and it really did the number on me. It sounds like you've been through a lot, so we'll definitely be praying for you. That's what I say, 10 prayers. I'll take as many as I can get, and they do work. They really, really do. Because, like I said, all the haters out there saying, well, if she's got stage 4 cancer, how can she be online all the time? How can she be going on these panels? How can she be feeling the way she does? Well, you know what? I don't have those answers. All I can say is it's God, you know, because I should be a lot more sick. And I'm not on here 24/7. When I am feeling bad, I'm not on here. I sleep most of the day. Just because I come online for 10 or 15 minutes out of my day doesn't mean that I'm up and at it that whole day. That's just a small little snippet of my day um, that people see, and they judge my life off of that small little window of time, and that's not fair. Because everybody's going to have good moments and bad moments. I don't care what type of illness you have. There may come a time when it's more bad than good, and there may come a time when maybe I don't feel like I have any good moments, but I'm not there yet. I'm fresh into this. Um, so the kind of people I want to be around is the people that support me and lift me up when I am having good moments, and they're glad that I'm having a good moment. That's that's the kind of people that I want to be around. And that's true, Andrew. Socialization is very important. If I didn't have my YouTube people, I mean, I would just be here, sitting here staring at the walls, talking to my dogs. I mean, much as I love them, they're not much for company. Um, and that's me. At least as soon as I get off here, I'll probably take a nap. Because I go in very small spurts. If I go out to the dollar store or to a grocery store, I go when I'm feeling like it because I know if I don't go right then, I won't go. And then as soon as I get back and get everything put away, first thing I do is crash out because even a small thing like that wears me out, wears me completely out. I mean, you can ask Jimbo how many times I've been at his house just sitting in a chair going to sleep, because just the exertion of being over there and playing games and socializing, it wears me out. And I'll sit down in a chair and I'll just go to sleep, you know? And that's the things that they don't see. I'm not gonna come online when I'm like that, because then what would they say? Well, she's online asleep. She must be all doped up. I mean, you can't you can't get it right. You can't. Either way you go, it's gonna be talked about. So, I just do the best I can, and I stick with the people who care about me, and that's all I can do. That's exactly right, Andrew. They just need to mind their business. It's not their business. It's not their business. If I stay up 5 days in a row, it's none of their business if I sleep 5 days straight. That's nobody's business but my own. Well, I try, Sarah, but with two teenagers, it seems like as soon as I doze off, they're wanting something. Mom, look at this. Mom, I want this. Mom, can you take me to so and so's house? It's always something, but usually when they know mom's wore out, they give me my time. Even if it's just an hour or so, they give me my time. Right? No, I'm not saying that we are doped up yet. I'm just saying if I came online during my downtimes, that's what they would say. Oh, she can't hold her eyes open. She must be on drugs. Blah blah blah. You know how it goes. Oh wow, it's made it to your bones. I hate to hear that. That has to be painful. It has to be really painful. Mine started in my colon, and then it progressed to my ovaries and my pelvic wall. You know, they're always going to talk crap about somebody, Sarah. It just never ends. Never, never ends. And then when he tried to take up for me, when he had her up on panel, um, as soon as my name was brought up, she was gone. Because she knows she's wrong, and she knows that what she's saying about me is not true, you know. And that's why at the end she said, well, what if I am wrong? So what? She knows, deep down, she knows that she's wrong, saying that I don't even have cancer. That's ridiculous. Why would I say that? I know that there are people out there that have scammed people and did GoFundMe saying they had cancer and things like that. I know it does happen, but not by me. The way I look at it, if I were to lie about something like that, I'd be dooming myself for the rest of my life. Is Ocean Lover in here? No, I didn't think she was. I hadn't seen her. I didn't even see the first one that you deleted. Oh, she's not feeling well either. I hate that. Hey, crazy nurse. That's okay. We're just chatting. Yeah, and the sad part about it is, Sarah, it just doesn't seem like they'll ever run out of things to talk about. They just move from one thing to the next. When they run out of one thing, they move on to something else and something else and something else. It's it's never ending. He is a great mentee, and it was so odd how me and Jimbo came to be the friends that we are. I just stumbled upon his channel. Um, I watched for about a month, and then the big split happened, and all his mods left. So I sent him an email and let him know that I would be free to help because of medical leave if he needed another mod. I had never been a mod before, and I told him that, but I told him I was willing to learn and try it out. And he gave me that chance, and we started talking behind the scenes, and then come to find out, we only live about 6 minutes apart from each other, and they started inviting me over, and I go over and play games with the kids and them and eat dinner, and I've become part of their family. And what you see online is exactly how they are in person. I mean, none of it's fake, none of it's played up to look a certain way. I mean, what you see is what you get with Jimbo and his family. They're awesome, awesome people. I mean, I could call him at 3 a.m. and say, I'm 2 hours away, I need a ride, and he'd be there as quick as he could, you know? And you don't find many people like that. You don't. Yep, we're 6 minutes apart. Thank you, Jimbo. So I hope some of our Stan family or Ernie's channel family, or the big family we've become all together, I guess. I hope some of them can come to the concert in September. Um, I mean, you've got almost 2 months' notice, so hopefully, even if you have to travel a little bit, maybe you'll be able to figure it out. I love to meet you all. I'm feeling okay. Um, Wearing down a little bit. Like I said before, I don't know if you were in here yet or not. You know, I go in short bursts. So anything that exerts me for too long, you know, I start to wear down. So I'll probably go straight to sleep after we get off of here. But I'm feeling okay. Yeah, Ernie better make his way down here for the concert. I know that. Have you talked to Ernie and asked him if he's going to come to the concert, Jimbo? Hey, Daisy Joe. Didn't see you come in. That's right, Jimbo. They make it out to be some big conspiracy, like, oh my goodness, they must be related to each other, or they must be doing this behind the scenes or doing that behind the scenes. No, I mean it just happened the way it happened. You know, it was just meant to be that way, and that's what happened. How far away are you, Sarah? And I think we are going to stream some of it online also. So those of you that don't get to come in person, you know, we'll at least be able to see some of it. I'm pretty sure Jimbo's going to do that. How far away are you? That's what I asked. Well, I know she's a Yankee fan, but Yankees can come from different places, I think. Yeah, check it out, Daisy Joe. See if it'll be doable for you. I don't want anybody to put themselves out, but you know, got a little time to save up and make plans. just drive south. Just get on the road and drive south. That's all you've got to do. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. I know I'm starting small here, but hopefully, if I can get on a more consistent schedule and stick to my schedule instead of pushing my times back, um, maybe I can get more viewers in here. Alicia's craving fried chicken. She's gonna make me start wanting fried chicken now. Thank you, Alicia. I do have a KFC like really close to my house. Three and a half hours, 234 miles. That's not too bad, Daisy Joe. I mean, that's definitely a trip, but it's not too bad. There's lots of hotels around here, so you wouldn't necessarily have to make the drive back that late if you didn't want to. Please don't drive on your head. That's not safe. Oh, hugs to you, Tian. I'll be looking for that email just whenever you feel like it. Email me and we'll find a way that we can chat together. Hugs to you too. Well, does anybody else have anything that they want to discuss, or does anybody want to come up and chat, or are we done? Whatever you guys want to do is fine with me. Oh, that's so sad, October, baby. I'm glad she put up a hard fight, though. I mean, that's what we have to do. That's another thing that I was thinking when I was listening to somebody say, how can I do this and how can I do that? You know, that's what people expect. They expect just because you get a horrible diagnosis that you're just going to lay down somewhere and that's it. And if I would have just laid down and gave up, it might have been it. But, you have to keep going. I've got a household to run, I've got children that need taken care of. I have to take care of myself as well. And getting out and doing little walks like I did with Ernie. We didn't go on any major hike. We just went on little walks um, and things like that. That's good for me. That's good for anybody. If you have an illness, you still have to get up and go. You can't just lay down and give up. You can't, because that will cause that illness to consume you. And if you allow it to consume you mentally, it will also consume you physically. And I truly 100% believe that. Um, you know, you have to keep going. Oh, that's sweet, October baby. And I'm glad I can be here. Not as a replacement, but as somebody maybe you can pick up the phone and talk to since you don't have her anymore. I'm happy to do that for you. Um, and Daisy Joe, I appreciate that, but I'm just doing what I feel like has to be done. Because like I said, if you allow it to overtake your mind, it's also going to overtake your body. And you're going to end up leaving a lot sooner than you would have had you kept going. You know, exercise is good for everyone, whether you're sick or not. You have to keep a positive mindset. Just because I drive around with somebody and I laugh and I have a good time, that doesn't mean I'm not sick. That just means I'm having a good part of my day. That don't even mean I had a good whole day. That just means that part of my day was good. You know, it just all goes back to people see what I allow them to see. I, I'm not going to come on here and show the bad times. I mean, who would? And when I feel up to it and I'm in a good mood and I'm strong mentally, and somebody asks me to come up on panel or somebody asks me to take a ride down the road or whatever the case is, you know what? I'm going to do it because it's good for me to do that. And I have those two, October baby. I'm not saying it's perfect. Like I said, I don't even say good days and bad days. I have good moments and bad moments. It comes and goes all through the day. There's some moments where I feel like I'm not even sick. And there's some moments that I feel like, how am I going to make it to the next moment? You know? And that's just the way it goes. I don't know much about the rules about Turtle Island. How do we save Jimbo? What do we have to do? Just call in and say, I want to save him? How does that work? So if he has 7 votes to leave, does he have to get 7 votes to stay to even it out? Can somebody give me a quick rundown? I would say it is hard to get through that phone line. He's got a lot of people in his chat. He has a lot of viewers. Oh, there's the bots again. Just reminding me I'm popular. Good job, Sarah. Sarah's on top of it. Can somebody explain to me the process of saving somebody? Does anybody know exactly how it works? Oh, I bet he's made bank off that game too, because people take this stuff seriously, like it's real life. Like these people are trapped in a dungeon somewhere and they have to pay to get them out. Yeah, he did. I rarely watch it. When I do, it's just a few minutes here and there. But I did catch Vidak's call one night. Oh, I guarantee he's made thousands. And it's not even for a good cause. It's just for his pocket. Yeah, I heard about that jungle game. If he was smart, he wouldn't have done it in super chats. If he was smart, he would have done it in cash apps. So he didn't lose 30% of it. So what's the rules, Alicia, on Ernie's thing? Is he making people pay for votes and stuff like that? Oh, he's going to explain the game tonight at 8 p.m. No, I'm going to wake up, tune in. They're so stupid bus. Yeah. Sarah's already got them. Yeah, I did see where it said the winner would get $500, so that money has to come from somewhere. I know he ain't pulling $500 out of his pocket just to give to somebody. Right, but where's that $500 going to come from, Jimbo? It's going to be from people paying for votes, probably. That's what I want to know, October, baby. Hey, Shane, how are you? I'm going outside. Oh, I got to let my doggies out. I think the way Jimbo's doing his game is pretty good. You know, it just costs $1 per vote instead of $5, which it is on Dolly's. You have to pay $5 if you do the super chat vote. Yeah, I know, Sarah. They're hitting me hard today. I have one other live, and I didn't get any of those. Right. No, I know you're not. It's going directly to the source, you know, directly to the person. That's how it should be. Am I still in first place, Jimbo, on the girl boss? I don't see no what's next this time. Oh, yeah. Once it starts getting on his nerves, it'll be all over with. It'll be all over with when that puppy starts getting on his nerves too bad. Yeah, they sent me a link to where I can see the calendar so I can keep up with which ones I've received and which ones I haven't. I think I've received like 4 of them so far out of the calendar, October baby. We could do doubles on the dates, so everything's open all the time, Alicia. Oh yeah, he said because he said she said I don't like your infant, and he said, well, I don't like your kids. I saw that part. And when she said don't say that publicly, he said, well, don't say you hate my infant, and I won't say I hate your kids. Yeah, that's the only ones I've received is the day of the event. I haven't received any since then. Oh, they can pay just whenever they get it. I think the Liberator said it needed to be finished by the 31st, but they can pay it just whenever they get it. So the only thing I have to go by, if they're not putting it in the notes, like if I get $15, I think that's for the date of the 15th. So which 4 dates did you have, and did you pay them all in one lump sum, October baby? Which 3 days did you pay, so I can write it down, October baby? Yeah, I'm gonna open it up right now. Let me see. So I got a $6, and they didn't put their screen name. Oh yeah, that's October baby. That's for the first, second, and the third. Okay, first, second, third. And then I got a $21, which I'm assuming is for the 21st. And then I got a $15 for Sarah Smiles. Was that for the 15th, Sarah? Okay. So Sarah, 15 for the 15th. And then Alicia, you're taking the 11th. Oh, my PayPal started making me do my fingerprint. It keeps saying it doesn't match. Uh, yeah. So I got 11 for the 11th. And then I got a $5, which I assume is for the 5th. See, if they don't put it in the note, I don't know what day it's for, if it's 2 days combined. So I've got 5 total deposits, but one of them was 3 days combined. And Janelle's taking the first, but only until noon. I got you. I got you. Lane. Yeah, 17 and 25. And I'm not rushing you, but just to confirm, you have not sent those yet, right, Wayne? I just want to make sure because I haven't gotten those amounts yet. We've got OctoberBaby.com and Sarah. Those are the three in Cash App. You can put in OctoberBaby, Sarah.com. For the three that have gotten information. And then I've got Alicia, and then somebody that I don't know who it is in my PayPal. Alicia sent 11 to the PayPal, and then somebody they didn't put their screen name, so I'm not sure who it is, sent $5 to the PayPal. Oh, there's the bots again. Fun. So that makes 5 deposits total. Oh, you didn't have to do that right now, October Baby. I appreciate it. So October Baby went ahead and sent her 26. So she's all paid up. She had 4 different dates, and she's all paid up. Thank you so much, October Baby, and thank you for taking so many days. That's very sweet of you. I know Ernie took 2 or 3 days too. I'm gonna have to stay on him. Sorry, guys. My dogs are going crazy. All right. So if you guys want to wrap it up, we can. Like I said, I'm going to try to do these more often. If you have any suggestions about topics that we can talk about, please email me. I'll put my email here in the chat again. Here's my email. If anybody has any suggestions on topics that you'd like to talk about, then send me an email and let me know. I kind of like to keep it somewhat medically related. It can be stuff that's interesting, like we did, with these weird phobias, and last time I did medical oddities. I am trying to look more into that blue skin family of Kentucky, but it doesn't seem to be a really long story. They just had a genetic issue um, that ran through their family, and they were able to find a treatment for them, and it cleared it up. So it doesn't really seem to be a long enough story to really do a live stream on. Um, Yeah, and I did schedule mine today, Sarah, and I had to push it back by 40 minutes, and I think that probably hurt me because I had it scheduled for 3:05, and I saw that some people were in here early commenting that didn't end up coming back, so I feel bad about that. Um, so I'll try to do better with whatever time I schedule, sticking to it. Because I do think that hurt me today where I changed it. Um, but I'll start doing better on the scheduling. And then, like I said, if you guys have any ideas on topics that we can discuss, I may look into some rare mental health disorders. And I don't want to ever say, um, I don't even know how to say it. It's not that we're having fun with it or making fun of anything or anything like that. It's just some of this stuff is odd. Like some of those phobias I didn't even know existed, and some of those medical conditions we went over when I did my medical oddities I had never seen before. Like the ostrich feet one, I had never even knew that existed. So what I'm trying to do is find rare conditions, just to kind of bring some light to them, let people know that these things do exist. I'm not necessarily using it as entertainment or having fun with it. I'm just kind of bringing it to light and letting people know that there's people out there that struggle with these things. That's what I'm trying to do with this. So I know that there are some pretty awful mental health disorders out there, so I may look into that for my next show, unless I come across something else that I think you guys might like. Like I said, if you guys ever have any thoughts that come to mind that we can talk about, just send me an email. Um, and it doesn't have to be something rare, if you want to talk about something common, if you want to talk about lupus, for example, which I think Alicia already did a pretty good job with that, or like MS, or any type of disorder that you want to, any type of disorder or disability or medical condition that you think it would be interesting to talk about. I'm open to it. Just let me know. And even if you think of something outside of that we could talk about that still kind of meets the theme, I just want to stay away from the bashing and the drama. I mean, we've discussed a little bit of things here and there tonight, and that's fine. But I think the more you talk about it, it draws them in. Somebody will see it in chat, and then they'll go tell somebody else, and they'll go tell somebody else, and then before you know it, you've got the trolls coming in and all that. So I'm just kind of trying to keep it boring for them so that they don't bother with it. Hey, Bug Love, you're one of the ones that I saw was in here earlier, and then I had to push the time back, and I thought you didn't come back, and it made me feel bad. Um, but that's okay. That's okay. We've mostly just been discussing. We played a little game earlier about phobias, and then we've just kind of been talking about this and that. But I was telling everybody, if you guys ever have any ideas of topics for the channel or any interesting articles that you find or news clippings or pictures, anything like that, email it to me and kind of help me out here until I get my footing. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, autoimmune disorders, that's a good idea. I don't know a lot about those. But I could definitely look up some information, or if somebody is knowledgeable, they can come up on panel and speak about it. You know, if somebody has it, and they want to come up on panel and talk about it and talk about their experience and what they've been through and what helps, what doesn't help, you know, I'm open for that with any condition. You know, if you guys know somebody that's been through something and they've come out on the other side and they kind of learned as they went, and they'd be able to help somebody by telling somebody what they did, or how they got through it. Absolutely, I'd love to have them on here. Um, so, you know, like I said, I want to keep it somewhat in the medical area, but it doesn't have to be so stiff. You know, it doesn't have to be um, scientific per se. You know, we can discuss things in layman's terms and things like that. So, like me, for example, I like the more rare conditions. I find that interesting that, you know, with so many million people in the world, you could find a little pocket or a little, you know, a very small number of people that have one certain thing. And, you know, if out of millions of people, if only 30 people have it, it makes you wonder, how did that doctor think to look for that, you know, or whatever. So things like that interest me. So that's why I kind of look into the more rare conditions. Um, okay, Alicia, I'm wrapping it up anyway. You go have dinner, and we'll see you later. Glad you came. Love you, girl. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Let's keep praying for each other. And like it says on my banner, prayers are free. You know, God bless us all. That's what we can do. We just need to be there for each other and pray for each other. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and go, guys. You guys have a good rest of your evening, and I'll see you in another chat, I'm sure. Have a good night.